The choice of a certain type of landing gear is determined by the position of the center of gravity. For those aircraft with a tail gear type landing gear configuration, the center of gravity is positioned behind the main landing gears. For those aircraft with a tricycle type landing gear configuration, the center of gravity is positioned in front of the main landing gear. The location of the center of gravity influences the division of the weight over the landing gears. The wheelbase of an aircraft is the distance between the operating line that passes through the axle of the main landing gears and the center of the nose gear or the tail gear. This distance is called the wheelbase. The wheel track is the distance between the outer wheel of the main landing gears. That is the outer wheel on the left and the outer wheel on the right. That distance in between the two outer wheels is called the wheel track. The mass of the aeroplane determines the number of landing gears and the number of wheels to be installed on the landing gear. This is to enable the spreading of the landing weight evenly on the gears in order to reduce the landing pressure on the runway. Some aircraft have 2 wheels on one main landing gears. Some other aircraft have 4 wheels and some have up to 6 wheels installed in pairs on the landing gear. For those aircraft that have more than 2 wheels, that is 4 wheels and 6 wheels, the bottom part of the landing gear is called a bogie beam. Some bogie beam are in 2 parts. One part of the bogie is steerable. This is to enable a shorter turning circle during ground maneuver. Due to the space restriction, the bogie have to be in a particular position before retraction in order to enable accommodation of all the landing gears in the belly of the aircraft during retraction. This position is known as the tilt position. For this reason, a tilt cylinder or a tilt actuator that is hydraulically actuated is provided to put the landing gear in this particular position before the landing gear can be retracted. When the landing gear is put in this position, the bogie is locked in that position mechanically. This is to prevent the bogie to move when the landing gear is retracted, as any movement of the bogie when it's retracted can cause the landing gear to get stuck during extension, thus preventing the landing gear to be extended during extension. For shock absorbing, the landing energy is transformed into heat and pressure by the use of the landing gear shock strut. This strut has 2 or 3 chambers. These chambers have hydraulic fluid and nitrogen under pressure to enable dampening of the landing forces by forcing the hydraulic fluid into a restriction and enabling the aircraft to dampen the landing forces when touching. Small aircraft have fixed landing gears that remain fixed during the entire flight. On large aircraft and aircrafts that flies at high speeds, these landing gears are normally retractable. This is to reduce the drag that the landing gears cause if they remain in the extended position. The landing gear indication in the cockpit provides a means of the crew to monitor the position of the landing gear during flight. When the landing gears are locked in the extended position, the landing gear indication indicates the position of the landing gear by showing green lights, specifically to each landing gear. When the landing gears are in transit, either going up or going down, these green lights are replaced by red lights. These red lights indicate that the landing gear is in the transit mode or transit position, either going up or going down during extension, during retraction or extension. Finally, when the landing gear are in the retracted position, that is up and locked position, there is no light indication in most aircraft, because most aircraft operate on a principle that is known as a dark cockpit. The dark cockpit principle is that whenever all systems are operating normally, there is no any indication by means of light. Whenever there is a light, it shows that there is an abnormal operation, or there is just a temporary system being used that is not normally used during the entire flight. So whenever the landing gear is properly retracted, there is no light on the landing gear position indicator. This is to show that the landing gear is properly stored in the position that is supposed to be stored during flight. Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you like this video, kindly share it with your colleagues. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I humbly request you to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video.